Hey everybody, Ben here, and welcome back to Medium of Mixology, the monthly web show where I teach you how to make some new and interesting cocktails. This season on Medium of Mixology, we're focusing less on the new and more on the interesting, taking a look back at some classic cocktails that whether you're a home bartender like me, an enthusiast of all sorts, or maybe you're a professional bartender yourself, well, you should probably know all these recipes that I'm going to be doing this year. So when we're talking about some of our ingredients, you think, okay, like maybe it's something like a gin or a vodka, you might think a martini. Martinis are very common, but we're actually not going to do one today because I think they're a little bit too common. We're doing something classic, but still a little bit interesting. This is called the Gimlet. Now the Gimlet was first made in the 1930s here in the US and was made with Plymouth gin. Now I don't have Plymouth gin, but I do have another good American gin, and that's New Amsterdam. We're going to be using that today, along with some Rose's lime juice. And that's really all it takes to make this drink. We're going to throw it in with some ice, stir it around, and strain it into our cocktail glass. So for that, you're going to need a cocktail glass with, usually one ice cube works, a mixing glass for that ice cube, a stirring spoon, and a strainer. Now you're also going to need some sort of a measuring device. A lot of times on this show, you're going to see me using my angled measuring cup. I'm going to keep it a little bit more old-fashioned and use my jigger today. Now the contemporary Gimlet usually uses a lot more gin and a lot less of the Rose's lime. But we're going to make the traditional original recipe, which is just an ounce and a quarter of each of them. Now I don't know exactly how much an ounce and a quarter is going to be on here, but my jigger is 3/4 of an ounce here and ounce and a half here, so we're just going to bump both of them up to an ounce and a half. So we'll start with our ounce and a half of Rose's lime, and that's our mixing glass. And we're going to go with our ounce and a half of gin. Now the original recipe called for American gin. You can use New Amsterdam, Plymouth, another American gin, or you can use really whatever kind of gin you want. You don't necessarily have to follow the completely original origin of this drink and use an American gin. If you prefer something like a Beefeater or a Tanqueray or Bombay, feel free to use those as well. So, just 2 ingredients in our glass. We're going to go ahead and give this a stir. Once your drink is stirred, go ahead and strain that into your chilled and prepared cocktail glass. And that, my friends, is the Gimlet. Now, ideally, you want to use a lime wedge or a lime slice to garnish this. I don't have any limes in the house, unfortunately, so we're just going to have this served pretty much just kind of without any garnishes. Either way, though, I really like it. It has a nice, sort of like that green, like an emerald jewel kind of look. I think it looks great even without the garnish. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try. First, we'll take out the aroma, see what we get out of that. You definitely get the gin. You're not really smelling the lime in this at all. I mean, it could vary a little bit if you decide to do more or less, but again. Now, despite it's basically pure alcohol, but it really goes down smooth. This is actually a very well-balanced drink despite only having 2 ingredients. It starts out very sweet. You get that lime, you get sort of that little bit of a sour to it. But not much, because that is sweetened lime juice, that Rose's lime. Then you get that sort of full-bodied gin taste that you get in gin. So it's that herbal juniper taste. And then it rounds out, you get that little bit of a burn in the back of your throat. But overall, this is a very, very nice drink. You definitely get a punch out of this. You know, out of 10, I'd say alcohol rating on this is probably about a 7 or so. You feel it, it's there. You know, you're certainly not going to be able to hide it in a drink like this. Overall though, this has got to be, this is a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. This is just a fantastic drink. It's very simple. If you don't have a lot of ingredients, you're just starting to build your bar, like I don't know what to make, I don't have a lot of stuff right now. 2 ingredients, gin, Rose's lime. The gin you pick up wherever you buy your alcohol. For me, it's a state run. We call them a state store. And Rose's lime you can pick up at your grocery store. It's a very easy drink to make. Very easy to get your hands on the ingredients as long as you have gin in your area, but I don't know why you wouldn't. And if you're just looking for a nice, simple, and classic cocktail, go ahead and try yourself out the Gimlet. Well, that's about it for today's episode. If you make the Gimlet for yourself and decide to try it, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And if you're looking for more video demos for drinks, be sure to check back here at the channel the first Wednesday of every month, where I demonstrate the making and my review of a brand new drink. So be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. This has been with Medium of Mixology, and please drink responsibly. God, that's so good.